Thank you. I'd like to add my thoughts and sympathy to all those affected by yesterday's events. The victims that were killed, their families, friends and colleagues, and those seriously injured. People who've made their lives here, people who've lived here all their lives, and those visiting our city. We saw lives lost and lives devastated. Yesterday, as Assembly Member Bacon said, we saw both the worst and the best of humanity. We saw a terrorist determined to kill, the absolute worst of humanity, determined to strike fear into the hearts of Londoners, and determined to divide our city, to make us feel less safe. And we can't and we won't let that happen. Our emergency services risk their lives for us day in and day out, and in the tragic case of PC Keith Palmer, give our lives for us in defence of our way of life and our democratic values. We saw the best of humanity yesterday as well, and the response of bystanders and of our emergency services has already been mentioned, and that should make us proud both of their actions and what they and we and London stand for. As Chair of the London Fire and Emergency Planning Authority, I'd like to thank all emergency services for their response, and particularly the London Fire Brigade, whose officers were involved both on land and on the river, on the fireboat based just across the Thames from the House of Parliament. The training and professionalism that goes into ensuring that they know how to respond rapidly and appropriately, and the cross-agency working that this involves does credit to them. I'm immensely proud and grateful for their work, as I know all members of the Fire Authority are, and this dedication is clearly recognised by this Assembly in the motion. We should also thank our security staff here at City Hall as well. They do a fabulous job, and it's hugely appreciated by all of us. We should be proud of London's values, and these have been mentioned by previous speakers. These are values that bind our city together and unite us on the worst days we can imagine, including the last 24 hours or so. Tolerance, diversity, and a determination not to allow hate to triumph or to divide us. We should always remember and celebrate these values as we commemorate those who've died. And I'm pleased we're able to do this as an Assembly representing London today. Above all, as the news emerges today, it is clear that there were people with their origins from around the world, both Londoners and visitors, who were victims of yesterday's attack. I want to finish by quoting the Ben Ockery poem that we don't actually often read as Assembly members because it's on the wall on the public entrance to this building. It's a poem about the richness of our culture and our city and essentially its values. Ockery's poem includes the phrase, "Here lives the great music of humanity, the harmonisation of different histories, cultures, geniuses and dreams." Unfortunately, yesterday, some of those dreams became nightmares, but as an Assembly and as a city, it's the harmonisation of different people and cultures, of people of every faith and none, that represents our values and what we should focus on as we move forward from this dreadful attack, both on London, on our values and on our democracy. Thank you.